beautifuls, it's me Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm very excited because I'm finally going to share with you all my August BOXYCHARM for 2020. I know this is super late. I am very sorry. I moved and August just was like me trying to figure out I guess like how I wanted to film, I guess like in my new space and stuff, because I just like don't know what I'm doing yet. And I've been just working on like the apartment and stuff like that, not really focusing on making so many like videos and stuff. So I'm kind of like getting back into like the groove, I guess, of trying to make some more content for you guys. So I'm very excited to share with you that I have my August BOXYCHARM here that I have looked at constantly, but I just haven't gotten around to sharing with you all it. So the BOXYCHARM little theme card right here was spa, glamping, sunbathe, yoga, and slumber. So it's kind of like a very campy glamping type of box, which I'm hoping it is. There are some really nice little goodies inside the box, which I'm very excited for. So we're gonna get into that. So as you know, I do read all the products in order off the card, and I will have them all listed down for you in the description box down below in case you are interested in any of these products. Okay, so the first thing I have is from Too Faced, which I'm very excited. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and I have the shade, I picked the shade Cloud. So this was my product of choice. So we're starting off with my product of choice, which is always exciting because I always like the product of choice. And as you all know, or maybe I haven't said it or anything, but I've been getting into a little bit of Too Faced makeup. I do have the nude eyeshadow palette, the newest Too Faced palette that came out that everybody got so obsessed over. I got it for my birthday, and so I'm so excited that I've been trying out some Too Faced products. So this is $29 this retails for. The packaging for Too Faced is just like so stunning and pretty, and it's all pink, and like literally that's my aesthetic in life, is to have like lots of pink, pretty pink makeup. So that's pretty much what I do wear. It's just like lots of pink makeup. You might very well see that, pink and nudes. I'm very much wearing all those all the time. So here's the little bottle. This is like the biggest concealer I think bottle I've like owned. As you all may know, my favorite concealer is actually the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I have repurchased that a couple of times, so I do really love that concealer. It's my favorite one, plus it's very affordable. But this is so nice, and this is like the biggest one I've ever owned. Like, oh my goodness. Like, Too Faced packaging is like stunning. So it says on here that you can conceal, contour, highlight, and retouch, which I think that's kind of nice, because sometimes if I don't want to go back in with like foundation like around my nose area, because for some reason around my nose area is where it will crease the most, or it just like sometimes wipes away like around the nose area, because you know, either I have to go blow my nose or something, it just like makeup moves. So I don't know why that is, but I did pick the shade Cloud, hoping that it was a little bit light enough, but we'll see. I think it's a pretty good match. This is like a big, look at how big this doe food applicator is. Oh my goodness. Too Faced really does it with packaging. Like, they're always so fancy. But here is the shade Cloud, in case anybody's wondering what that looks like. That's the shade Cloud. Oh, but look at the top. It's so pretty. So, really excited about this because I have been really wanting it. And it also says that this concealer is also supposed to be hydrating, long-wearing, photo-friendly, and non-comedogenic. It has coconut water, alpine rose, and hyaluronic acid. I'm smelling it to see if I can smell any of the rose or coconut water, but honestly it really doesn't smell like anything, which is nice if you don't like scents. I think this shade might work out, so I'm going to just blend it on my hand. It seems to blend very nicely. I don't know if you can see, but it seems to blend very nicely into the skin, so kind of almost looks like it disappears into like my hand, because I feel like the top of my hands, they're super light, so hopefully that will work for my face. I will say this, I can never pick out the right concealer shade or foundation shade when it comes to online. Even if I do all of the research of like seeing people online with swatches, or I look up photo swatches, it's literally, I think, impossible for anybody to get this right. And I even heard Andrea Montellano say this too in her video, that she has never picked the right foundation shade online, and it's so true. I don't know how anybody is able to do this. Like, I feel like I am always constantly having to buy multiple shades and figure out which shade is you know, the right one. I feel like foundation undertones are so, or like, you know, whether it comes to face products like foundation, concealer, I feel like the undertones are so hard, I think, to really match up to you. It's like really a very tricky process. So hopefully at some point I will become some type of expert, because I am not an expert at the moment, so we'll have to figure that out. Okay, so we now have our eyeshadow palette, which I'm going to be so completely honest, I have not been impressed with any of the eyeshadow palettes I've gotten in my BOXYCHARMs. I think there have been a couple that I have shared with you, and I have done swatches on the palettes, but honestly I did end up decluttering all of those after a while, because my makeup preferences changed when it came to eyeshadow, and I found out like a long time, like so long ago, maybe a little bit over a year ago, that the only shades of shadow that I truly like and will wear constantly on a basis is I just mostly wear like a lot of pink or neutral looking eyeshadow now. And to be quite honest, I was never that person that would wear those kinds of shades, because my wardrobe wasn't super like that, but now my wardrobe is now a lot of these lighter tones, muted shades, kind of neutral base. Since I am 25, you know, my style has, you know, kind of matured a little bit in that sense, and also I also had to, you know, put into perspective that makeup has to go with what you're wearing. It has to all be very cohesive in that aspect, and I just don't find myself gravitated towards big to any eyeshadow palettes that have like, you know, bright bold colors in them. Anything that I do that I might have that's a bright colored eyeshadow, it's only gonna be like a single like shadow of probably of like that one bold color that I'm really looking for if I was really wearing something and I needed the color. But I'm just like not impressed with any of the eyeshadow palettes from BOXYCHARM. And this is from Voss, and this is the Essentials 2. If you remember, since I have been doing some BOXYCHARMs for a little bit now, I did get the original Essentials. I think it was Essentials 1. So now there's Essentials 2 from Voss. This is $36. So here's what it looks like. Their packaging is really nice and things like that, but these are just shades I would never find myself wearing, and it's it's so sad that I would never wear these shadows. They look super pretty and nice and stuff, but I'm just like not a super bold. These are kind of like a bold, I guess, like jewel tone base kind of palette with your neutrals, so that you can blend them into the crease, and you have like transition colors, crease colors to really complete that look, which is really nice in this palette and stuff like that. But I'm just like not at that point anymore in my life where I like bold shadows. Now if we asked high school me that, I probably would have been freaking out, because me in high school, I wore lots of bright colored eyeshadow back then. Like literally I went to school with bright blue shadow all over me, which was a really bad choice. Now that I look at pictures of me with these bright colored shadow looks I did, I think the only time I've liked bright colored eyeshadow on me was kind of like a very nice like neon hot pink. But other than that, I'm just like not into the whole bright colored shadow thing anymore. Even if you look at my shadow today, it's mostly this like very kind of muted mauve-y purple tone to match like my blouse that I'm wearing here top. But so you'll mostly just you'll see me wear like colors like this, like a muted purpley mauve-y tone, because I love mauves. I love rose gold, so I will definitely wear those. I will wear any kind of like neutral pink or nude color, neutral base looking shadow. So that's what's mostly in my collection now. Like my eyeshadow palette collection is very small, like, and it's mostly ColourPop shadow palettes, like very small ones. I think they're the 9-pan palettes. Yeah, that's what I mostly gravitate towards in this time period of my life. So there's that. Okay, so now some lippies, which I love lippies. I love having lip colors. I'm like very obsessed with lip colors. Like if I had one makeup product to buy that I like to have a lot of, I like to have lip options. I'm someone who loves to have lip options. And these are by Trestique, which I've gotten stuff from Trestique before, not only in BOXYCHARM, but I gotten a lot of Trestique stuff when I was, you know, doing Ipsy bags and stuff. So a lot of Trestique shadow pencils were in there, like lip pencil, like lip little crayons. So I do like them, but it's also kind of like not something I would typically want to have. So here's the packaging for it. It looks like a little crayon box of some sort. And these are the Trestique A Matte for Every Mood mini lip crayon set, and this retails for $58. So that's a little bit pricey. You do get 6 little crayons in here, which is really nice. And on the back, these are the shades of what they all look like. I don't plan on keeping all of these little lippy crayons. I might keep mostly the neutral ones, I think, for the most part, but I'm gonna see if my mom wants the other ones. So I'm not gonna swatch, I don't think, these little lippy crayons and stuff, because if my mom wants them and stuff, I don't want to use them or swatch them and stuff, just to be safe. But I do really think I like the first 2 kind of nude colored ones. They're very neutral and nude looking, and I think my mom might like the other ones. My mom likes that I do get the subscription boxes and stuff, because sometimes if whatever makeup I don't like, sometimes she'll look and see if she wants any of the stuff. So my mom and I might share these little lippy crayons together. I might give her some. So I'll see how she feels about it. But definitely I think it's these 2 right here that I'm definitely keeping, because those are definitely my colors. And I think my mom likes more kind of like darker, kind of vampy looking lips for the most part. So I will definitely see if she wants those. So I'm very excited. And they're very cute. They're little petite size, which I'll show you just what they look like. They just look like tiny little lip crayons, which is so nice and cute and petite. So, and they're great to pop in your purse. They're great and travel friendly. So if you're looking for small lip products that you know you probably won't use up real quickly, these will probably be a very good go-to product for you. Okay, so we got something from Morphe. I've never gotten anything from Morphe. I don't support Morphe. I don't really care for the brand. I don't find it very interesting or anything. So I don't know if I'm really going to keep these, because I only keep brands that I know that I love and I want to be able to share with you all, that you know that I love and that I actually get a good kick out of it, even though I would love to have more brushes in my collection and stuff. I'm just like not a fan of Morphe. I'm just not. Like, I know what kind of makeup brands I like for the most part, and it's just like not one of those things that ever has made me excited. It's a 4-piece eyeshadow brush set, and you get an oval shadow brush, a pro firm blending crease brush, a tapered mini blender brush, and an angled liner brush. And they're all just like black. I'm just gonna leave the plastic on it because I know I'm not gonna keep it. There you go. You can see all the brushes in there. But it's nice that they gave you know, a little eyeshadow brush set to go with the palette. I think that's a really cool thing. I just don't find that brand very interesting, and it's only $12 for those brushes, which maybe not too bad for 4 brushes, but I know it's not something I am super excited for or would truly use. So I'd rather give away, you know, and donate, you know, the palette, you know, with the little brush sets, so that they have that as well. A lot of the makeup I don't have, I do donate. Whatever my mom doesn't decide to pick through, it does get donated. So in case anybody's wondering, I do donate. I donate a lot of stuff. Whatever I don't use, it ends up getting donated to a veterans place. So I always do that. Now the last thing I'm really excited for is a product I haven't had in years. I had a small size little sample of this when I like literally first started Ipsy, and that was a long time ago. Like, I had gotten Ipsy bags from like 2013 up until like last year, 2019. So I had gotten, you know, lots of products, and I've gotten a mini size of this like when I first started out. And this is by Elizabeth Mott. Elizabeth Mott. Oh my god, why isn't it coming out? It's not coming out right in my name. It's Elizabeth Mott. Hopefully I'm saying that better. But it's the Thank Me Later eye primer, and this is $20. This is a really good eye primer. I will say that. This is a really good eye primer, and I'm kind of very excited to have it back in my collection. So it will be in my little stash of eye primers that I will use after I'm done. I'm using the one from Milani right now. I love it. It's so cute and pink. But I love that I have a full size now, because I used up the sample size that I had a long time ago. But I'm going to show you a little bit of what the primer looks like. It's pink. I'm just showing you a tiny little dot right here. It's pink, and it almost feels, to me it almost felt like it had a lotion-like texture, but it blends into the skin. It doesn't have any color or anything, but it's a great eyeshadow base primer. Like, it's not too sticky. It has like a nice tacky, a nice very light, airy, tacky feeling to it, so that your eyeshadow will stick and last all day. So it's a very good eyeshadow primer. 20 bucks, and you get, how much do you get? You get 12, what is it? Does it say on here? There are 10 grams, 0.35 ounce. So that's not bad. It's a really nice, decent size for, I guess, the amount of you're paying. But I do love this eye primer, so it's nice to have in my stash. I also have an eyeshadow primer that I got in a previous BOXYCHARM from Pretty Vulgar. So I do have some nice little eyeshadow primers that are being stashed away until I'm ready to use them when I'm done with my Milani one, because that's what I'm currently have open and use. But yeah, I truly recommend this eyeshadow primer. And that is it. That is everything I have. I will put the total of the August BOXYCHARM on the screen for you so you can see how much this totally box costs. So I'm definitely keeping the eye primer, the concealer, and definitely maybe 2 of these little lip crayons. So it wasn't a bad box. I hope it can get a little bit better, but you know, I don't plan on having subscriptions forever, like beauty subscriptions forever. I will be quite honest, I think they have gotten not so great. They're not so great as they, I guess, maybe once were or could have been. But I am just like so much at this point in my life where I'm like, I know what I like, I know what brands I like, and it's like I rather pick out my own products of makeup as to having all of these subscriptions for beauty products. So, and to think about it, it does get a little bit costly, these subscription boxes nowadays. So, you know, it's nice to try out new things, but I do think I'm just like at this point where I like want to pick out what I like. And I'm just like mostly a drugstore girl lover of makeup. Like, I like I'm interested in a couple of high-end things here and there, maybe like a couple of things from Too Faced I find intriguing and interesting and stuff like that, but I mostly just like to go to the drugstore and buy makeup. Like, I think that's really nice. I mostly will go to Target maybe to purchase makeup, in all honesty. So I think you can find great makeup and affordability. So I hope this was a little bit of an interesting video for a nice little insight as to how I've been feeling and stuff. But I hope September's box does a little bit better for me. And that's it. That's my whole BOXYCHARM for August 2020. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated and helps me out a lot. And until next time, have a beautiful and magical day. I love you guys. Bye.